Hey, it's David from Tool School. Good morning. So it's already 147% humidity and 1 million degrees out here in my backyard. So today's answer to the question of how and why did I walk out of a store the owner of a $400 pair of boots? Stay tuned. All right, in addition, this is the what. And what is the pair of boots that I just bought. White's is the name of the company. Handmade in Spokane, Washington, as you can see. And these are the boots. Okay, so why? Well, I was up at a forest fire up in the Pacific Northwest trying to put it out, and my boots broke. And the boots that broke were similar to these, not quite the same, but same construction. You see how this heel right here, the sole is glued. If you go into REI or any hiking sporting goods place, you'll find that almost every boot nowadays has a glued in sole, glued on sole. Well, what happened is in the middle of my assignment, this came off and the glue delaminated, and this whole sole was flapping off, not on this boot, but on the actual boots. I have chucked them since. So they weren't bad boots. They were old, and they got, they got a lot of use, but I think the heat finally got to them. But the bottom line was, I can't do that. I would have had to left the fire if I couldn't have found some Gorilla Glue and made a temporary fix on them. So as I left the fire, it just so happened that I was driving through Spokane and I remembered White's, because when I was a firefighter, I had a pair of full-on wildland firefighting boots. So these particular ones are the Fire Hybrid. You can see they're Fire Hybrid. And they are much softer construction, much easier to break in, although they are fully compliant with the agency that certifies firefighting equipment, clothing. So they're fully compliant, but these soles are sewn on to the uppers, so they can be repaired, but they'll never come up without some kind of warning that you'll see the stitching coming off. They're super heavy duty, but not overweight. So the hybrids tend to be a bit lighter, and they're not as high as the smoke jumper. I don't believe they're as high up the leg as the smoke jumper version. But I got these not only because they were compliant for wildland firefighting, but because they'll make good hiking boots. And I mean, not the perfect hiking boots, but they'll make good hiking boots. But as you may or may not know, I was a SEAL once upon a time, and I just cannot tolerate gear that's going to fail on me. I mean, if that had been some kind of zombie apocalypse and my boots came apart, I would have been screwed. So I went ahead and bought these. They were significant cost, but I expect them to last forever. These folks, Whites, have been around for a long time, and I think they'll be here for the foreseeable future. And you send your boots back and they'll fix them, they'll resole them, so good to go. So hands off to White. Appreciate you being there. It's David from Tool School signing off.